Hey, what's going on, everyone? So today I'm actually kind of excited. I'm at Norris Dam in Norris, Tennessee. This is actually on my way home from my house. My boys do some cross-country running in this area. It's a beautiful area. You guys can see from some of these aerial shots, it's just completely scenic over here. It's amazing. This area was created in the 1930s by the TVA, the Tennessee Valley Authority. It's a power company, and its general idea was for the dam to create power, but there was a special man in this area who his life mission was to bring edible fruit to this area that wasn't common. And I'm going to be doing a video a little later after this one on the jujube patch that kind of drew my attention to this area, and that's actually why I came here. But then I discovered something. It's really hard when you're into fruit trees, as long as I have been in, to get surprised and find something completely new, especially something that can grow in your area. I know I'm new to the area, but I'm still excited to learn what can survive. I came across this tree and it had these red berries all over it. And I'm like, you know what? This is an edible, like, kind of experiment. I'm gonna go ahead and eat one. Never recommend eating something you don't know what it is. My Seek app had no clue what it was we were looking at, but I smelt it. It smelt really good, and so I ate it, and it was delicious. So then I had to know what this was, so I did some research. I got a lot of help from people on Facebook groups, a lot of wrong answers, a lot of right answers. Ultimately, I came down to, this is a melon berry, or a chi berry. One of the things, they call it a Mandarin Melon Berry. It's got several other names, but the most common one I think is the chi berry, which is a berry. You guys can see I got one right here. This berry, and they can definitely get redder and riper, but this berry is a berry that is related to a fig and a common mulberry tree. So they're in that same family, but they're not. They're in a different subfamily, so they can't like be grafted onto each other, but they grow in similar ways. So it is kind of like a mulberry in almost a fig shape and form, which is pretty cool because I'm super into mulberries from my time in Arizona. And since I've been here in Tennessee, I've been trying to find figs that'll produce there. And that actually got me really looking into this other YouTube channel, Ross the Fig Boss. He's extremely into figs. He's got a lot of cool stuff, and I actually on his channel came across this mulberry, this Chinese mulberry, and the variety that he said he had kind of drew to me. He said it was called the Norris mulberry. So that makes me wonder, is that the mother tree of his plant? And if so, that is pretty cool, because this is a massive tree and it's super impressive. This thing could be about an 80-year-old tree, just depending on what we're being told. And I think that this is the tree that is the mother tree to his. So this is a seedless fruit. I'll taste one right now just because I'm excited to taste another one. To me, it has like a really sweet strawberry flavor, but it also has kind of hints of raspberry. I don't taste the melon that everyone says that it has, but you know, to each their own. And they look a little bit hard on the outside, but once you break them, they're really juicy. And they're seedless. I was told that this variety can grow without a male tree. If there's a male tree around, it's probably gonna have a bunch of seeds and make it a little less pleasant, but this Norris variety seems to grow just fine without any males. So what I've learned about this tree so far is this tree can live in zone 5B, and it can live up to zone 9. For my friends in Arizona, I don't know if this tree would do well for you, but it's definitely something I'd experiment with if I lived there still. Where we live in zone 7A, obviously this tree is able to have enough heat and enough sun to fruit, which my friend over at Ross the Fig Boss, he was getting very disappointed with his. I think he's in zone 7A, but he might not get as much heat as we get here in East Tennessee. So that might be a factor on whether or not you're going to want to grow this fruit tree. I do plan on propagating some of this. First, I'm going to find out, you know, where I can get one and find out if I can take a couple cuttings off of this thing or not. Legally, I don't want to do anything I'm not supposed to. I'm just going to enjoy what's in the park. A lot of these are falling on the ground right now, so I will enjoy them. It looks like everything that was low has already been picked clean. I came back out here last night and there's a bunch of deer around the jujubes in this tree, so I'm sure that a lot of the animals will get it and enjoy it. I'm gonna try to grow them myself. So a lot of these, they say they're grafted onto, I believe they pronounce it an Osage orange tree, which that orange tree is it's not a true orange tree. It's very different. If you look up some videos on that, they kind of look like an orange shape on the outside, but they're more related to this mulberry, obviously, because you can graft onto it. And that will cause it to grow into more of a tree form versus branching out. This particular tree does not look like it was grafted, but it also doesn't look like it's growing into a bush form. So I'm wondering if this particular variety tends to go up more like a tree, which is pretty cool. So I will be doing some updates on when I get one of these trees for myself, and I'm excited that I can share this find with you. And it's another fun project for us and our channel to add to our collective trees. So please, we really appreciate all the support we get from this channel. So subscribe and we'll give you updates on our trees and the progress we're making. All right, thanks. Bye.